All right, it's time for my Rek'Sai support guide. So, right off the bat, I'm running Hail of Blades. Let me pull these up down here. Got Hail of Blades, Sudden Impact for the extra damage on the knock up, or the dash, particularly. Well, the dash really for when I have my rocket belt. Deep Ward, of course. Treasure Hunter to get that extra gold. Absolute Focus for the extra poke damage, and the Scorch for even more poke damage. So that's pretty much what's going on here. We've got a Seraphine support, which is not the best synergy, but it is what it is. And so right now here at level 1, it's kind of similar to like an Alistair lane, right? Where you're really not doing much of anything. Your goal is to just survive and not take too much poke. Step up on that just to, you know, not get hit by that Lux E. But once we hit level 2 here, then I'll be able to get some like that. So now I can start throwing some Qs out. So right now, all I want to do is sit back, not take too much damage, look to ward, look to use my burrowed passive. You know, just that extra vision to try to scout for ganks in case Sejuani comes up early for like a level 2 gank. And that's about it for now. Just keep throwing those Qs out. There's another one. They're each going to do 40 damage, and you can see the extra burn there from Scorch. That's about 50-60 damage here. And of course, doing that as well, if I auto the minion while I'm burrowed, it counts as Wing the minion. And so I get 25 rage for doing that. It's called rage, right, I believe? Fury, sorry. Yes, I get a bunch of fury for doing so. There's another Q. It's another 16 for the Scorch. And now I'm just going to wait until I can get my E for level 3, which should be right now. So now I want to look for Lux to miss a binding, and I get hit by it. So now I'm going to look to go in. And that's what we want to do. And I step out, get the regen, 30, 60, 93 health back from that trade. Definitely a nice chunk of health there. And so I'm just looking for trade options. And honestly, if she steps up, I have Hail of Blades available. I will just jump on her. She's dead, just like that. As simple as that. No, I missed my knockup, but it's all good. So pretty easy. She used her binding, but like it didn't do anything for her. And even though I do take an auto attack, I'm still going to come out on top health-wise. So now I'm still just going to sit back, look to keep poking. Got a second point in Q, so that's going to do more damage now. And I want to sit here in lane and try to stay alive until I hit 1100 gold, so that I can back with Alternator. I might use my second pot here as well, just to keep myself alive a bit longer in the lane. I did have to burn both sums to get that kill, so gotta be a little safe here. But yeah, so for now, I'm just sitting back whenever I can. It's a little difficult because I don't have the pressure of an 80 carry. Oops, there's a nice little dunk. But I also want to be just doing a WE on a minion whenever I can. I'm going to see if I can set up a bit of a freeze here. It's like, sure. Well, that's not the best. But we can still... So, like this, you're going to see it right here. Just don't dunk, and that gives me some fury. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, so now I've got more than enough gold. Just gonna burrow just for the extra 70 health or so. And this game is going quite nicely so far. So I'm gonna go to my mage, I'm gonna grab this, I'm gonna grab some boots. I'll get the sweeper. Now what I'm gonna do here, start setting up a tunnel chain. Now this will keep chaining on to about here probably, where I'll have 3 or 4 of them set up. And I'm heading straight back to lane. So now this alternator is going to give my Q now quite a bit more damage because it's 45 AP and it gets a 70% AP ratio. And I get a bonus 65 damage just for hitting someone every 40 seconds. So that's about... So we're going to take a look at that right here. Dunk. See, that's quite a chunk of damage there, plus more from Scorch. And she lost almost 200 health there from just one Q. There's another chunk. There's another 120 gone. So she already has to burn a pot. She's missed her binding. So I can get those two for her. And now I'm just looking to poke right now. Because I can try to engage, but with the Seraphine, I really don't have much follow-up. So I'm just going to look to try to poke so I can get advantageous trades. So I can take those trades when they're low, or at least when they're lower. It's a quick ward. Now Lux is back up to full health, but she has fully burned through her pot. Means I can probably look to go right here. And that's all I need to do. And that's also a very nice extra chunk of damage. I can scout it, I can. Well, I've got my ulti now. So now I'm really starting to look. Gonna have to see if I can spot the Lux showing up. Nope. So another trick you can do is you can stay unburrowed, like this, and then you just kind of go like that. Don't. That way I can keep the vision and just burrow Q instantly. If she gets too much lower, I might even be able to dive. So again, just eat a minion. And that'll give you a nice, almost 100 health just for hitting that. Gonna look to be a little careful here. I can probably make a catch here onto the luck. Yep. And I'm just gonna ult just to... Does he survive? He does, just with the... Oh, that was like 1 health. So I looked to ult there just to, like, drop tower aggro. I think she barriered, and that kept her alive a bit more than I expected her to. But that's okay. So I just keep farming up my health. You can see I'm already back to full health, more or less. I'm gonna step up and grab a plate. There is that pink ward to be considered as well. Just dodge out of that. See if I can... Ooh, I do land that. Beautiful. And now I probably haven't... Yep, I do. I'm going to sit back and get my codex. And swap over to my sweeper and get another control ward. And now we continue the chain. I like to leave a little bit of a gap, because why not? You gotta be careful. And now we probably, what we're gonna do from here is just sit back, poke with Q, and wait for ult to be back available. Now, optimally, there would probably be some situations where you'd want to roam as well. So I can use W to get both of those in nice situations. See if I can get a poke. I do. Beautiful. Okay, she missed her binding. Whoops. Ooh, I just hit that one. Nice. So she's already used... both of her health pots, so she's going to start really chunking down. And my ult is up in 8 seconds. Whoops, I got hit by that one. And I did not get hit by that ult. Okay, she's dead. I was looking to ult that one, but the second Q landed. So the poke is really online at this point. And we're going to look to see if we can spot her up. It looks like she's backed off. Smart play. So we'll just keep chunking away here on this tower. I don't need to re-burrow because I'm already at full health. Now, some people will tell you to max W. I personally like to max E just for more tunnel usage and a lower cooldown on my bite and a bit more damage on it. Just because I feel like that's a bit more useful. Oh, I missed that one. But to each their own. I do hit that one. Nice. And now I do have enough gold for a rocket belt. So I take some damage there. But it's no big deal. I will just regen it. And just keep poking away on these kids. We could recall here, but she probably doesn't want to. Mainly just because of... Oh, I just missed that one. Nice shield. Okay, that's her ability down. And that's flash. Now I can really play aggressive. Okay, grabbing the Zac, because I feel like in this lane, I'm going to be doing a lot more poking. It just does more and more damage. This gives me a bit more ranged poke. I'm going to look to see if I can snag her here. She's dead. And she's dead. Beautiful. And now I'm going to dip out. I'm actually going to take this tunnel, because why not? So I can get over to this guy. Top lane is not having a good time. And we will reset and get our rocket belt. Now they have a ton of AP here. So my next priority is going to be this. But since I'm here, I will also grab that. A ruby crystal. And the tunnel chain continues. And now I've got the rocket belt. So I'm ready for some real all-ins from some crazy angles. So the idea behind going rocket belt. Your Q is your main... You can kind of see I didn't get very many opportunities to tunnel in compared to how much usage I got out of... Nice. Out of how much I got usage out of my Q. And so, realistically, to be the most useful consistently in lane, Q maxing is going to be the way to go. And you want some AP for it, because AP dollar for dollar is just much better for your poke than AD is. And I've tested this. And so the best item you can get, bang for your buck, is the alternator, as it turns out. Oop, I did snipe that one out. And I'll just use that for the extra 100 damage, because it'll do 111 with that rocket belt, just to help chunk her down a little bit more. But yeah, so... So the alternator, like I said, is the best item. And then rocket belt is just the best item that builds from alternator. Not to mention, it's kind of like having your Prowler's Claw back. Kind of. Oh, it does hit. Very nice. I can even look for something real funky here if I wanted to. Goodbye. See? Check that out. Really cool angle. And now, we're going to loop around onto this chick right here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I gotta stop the recall? I do. Doink. There you go. And that's another kill handed over. Didn't play that one perfectly, but it is what it is. So now I'm going to finish off these boots so I can have a bit more roaming. And the second item I'm going to go for, it's kind of up in the air right now. I'm kind of still in a toss-up between Shojin and Sterax, but I'm going to go Shojin, I believe, just because I think it gives me a bit more offense than the Sterax does. Especially because I'm pretty far ahead. I feel like if I was more even or behind, Sterax would be better, but I like my aggressive capability in this game being 4, 0, and 8. And already having an item and a half, so... So that's that now. Now we're going to tunnel back down. And she flashed. So, that's fine. Burn the flash. I have ult in 5. So, I suppose we shall just continue. Oh, she's right here. She's right here. Oh, she's dead. Beautiful. Just get both sides of the bush, I suppose. And we can do that little combo there, just to gain some health. And then we'll reset it again, just like that. Boom. And we've gained all the health that we can. Just missed that Q, unfortunate. But yeah, so now that we're out of lane, my job is transitioning from like a poke, I guess a poke mage with some engage to more of a roamer. So I'm really just, my goal is really just to be running around the map and trying to cause as much chaos as I can. Oh, I am pretty low on health here, so I'm just going to try to see if I can get a little bit back. And dip out of here. Oh, right here, right here, right here. Goodbye. Probably didn't need to ult there, but, you know, better safe than sorry. Top lane is definitely on the struggle bus, so we're going to see if we can zip over here and offer some assistance. But it's not looking too great. Yeah, we gotta... There we go. Oh, I missed that Q. That's okay. There we go. Extra Fury for some health, and we continue. So, let's run back mid lane. Do I have enough for my item? I do not. I am short. Give him some help with that camp. We can hide out here. Okay, she flashed. Very nice. And let's keep looking around. So yeah, I'm going for the Sterax now because I want to... You can kind of see I'm using a lot less poking, and I'm doing a lot more scrapping by tunneling in and fighting. And so I want an item that's going to allow me to fight and do some things and also have some health. And I find the Shojin, my ability to, you know, go in quick trade with some abilities and then ult, it puts me at kind of my optimal point. Just like that. Now, don't get me wrong. Thanks for the shield. I still am poking. And you'll see that if this game continues long enough, which it might simply because of the Gwen, that my value is going to transition away from being able to engage back to being able to poke again as we get later and later, because my income won't allow me to keep up with the income of these other people in the game. Oh, that is a lot. I'm just diving it. Well, I messed up, but that's okay. I took a lot more tower shots there than I thought I would. Whoopsies. That's a lot of damage out of the Pantheon. Well, unfortunately, we're going to be a bit short of buying Shojin. So, I wonder if Hexplate would be interesting. I could consider that. Because the extra move speed and attack speed for 8 seconds is kind of cool. And it also does give me 450 health. And some CDR. I mean, attacks, yeah. I'm just going to take the Shojin, my usual build. Because my ult isn't that long of a cooldown either way. But, so, you can kind of see there at this point, like, when I start going in now, because I'm starting to reach that point, I'm not really tanky enough to start fighting anymore. She's closing in on 2 items. And, like, yeah, I'm strong, but I'm kind of just, like, good at 2 things, but not great. So my value is going to get outscaled here pretty quick. I'm just going to ult that. Still hit her. So it's getting more tricky now. I mean, those guys are just, they're like 1 in 18 combined. So I'm not too concerned about fighting into them. But fighting into the Gwen, fighting into the Sejuani, it's going to get a little bit more difficult. So, especially now you can see my poke is starting to fall off as they're trying to get resistances. So, my next item to compensate for that and to give me some ranged poke again is going to be Liandry's. Which is what we will look for here shortly. As I start collecting some gold. I'm gonna dip out. Goodbye. And that's okay. Pantheon wasn't here. And I don't have my ulti either. There you go. I have flash, so I can look for the Kaisa shows up, which looks like she might. Goodbye. There we go. Oh, Cassante's teleporting in. This has been a bit of a stomp. Okay, there's more poke, but the poke you can see is really starting to fall off. And here comes their... You can kind of see, and I just move on to the next enemy. See how that works? That's 3 knockups in that fight. Well, maybe I ought to stick around. That Q did not land. I have really not much I can do this game, though, right now, just because I have no health. And that's about it. That's about it. So thanks for watching. That's a quick little preview of Rek'Sai support with Rocket Belt.